With 6 days to go before independence, refugees are still trying to get to the country they want to belong to. The man responsible for drawing the boundary has only been in India for a month. Cyril Radcliffe, a wealthy British establishment lawyer, is running out of time.
So Cyril Radcliffe was actually a barrister who had no previous knowledge of India and no previous knowledge of drawing boundaries or borders in any context whatsoever. And in his own words, he spent almost his entire time sweating it out in India, not enjoying the Indian food, but having to decide one of the most important and momentous boundaries in world history.
Cyril Radcliffe is given this huge responsibility and actually has no experience of India. But interestingly, this is precisely why he is chosen, because he doesn't know anything about India and therefore seemed to be neutral. One of his first jobs is to actually get on a plane and see the country that he is actually going to divide and say, well, this is where the line should go down. But of course, it's not as simple as that.
So Cyril Radcliffe, the man who had spent 40 days in Delhi drawing up this partition, knew that there was a problem. He wrote a few days before independence, "There will be roughly 80 million people with a grievance looking for me. I do not intend them to find me." And a couple of days after partition, he was on a plane back to England and he was never seen in India again.
Today, Lahore, ancient capital of Punjab, is almost exclusively Muslim and one of Pakistan's wealthiest cities. Back in 1947, the city was one of the most contentious decisions facing Cyril Radcliffe. When he divided Punjab, who would get Lahore?
Lahore was the Paris of the East. It was a beautiful, culturally mixed and impressive city that has been celebrated by poets for generations. But the whole place has Muslims, Hindus and Sikhs threaded throughout it, everywhere. Often they describe each other as brothers. And people can't even imagine how you might take apart this mixed hybrid population and segregate it out on religious lines.
The uncertainty over the boundary is setting different religions against each other in Lahore.